A lot of new champions are out there right now making a name for themselves in the altcoin space. Just about 2 months ago, we took out a very unique position in the crypto market in which we invested $1,500 into altcoins that we knew had a super strong narrative going into the next bull run. And after this recent rally, I am 100% sure that this is where my money should be because the fact is these altcoins have performed very well. One of our picks even clocked in an 81% gain. Be sure not to miss this video. We're going to outline our list as well as our altcoin selections and give you our reasoning as to why these specific crypto projects are going to be big winners come the next bull run. Welcome to the channel. My name is Matty. This is Altcoin Buzz. We are talking about altcoin investments here, but remember, I am not a professional financial or investment advisor, and therefore this video cannot be official financial or investment advice. Let's go back now to our 8 altcoin picks. Let's rewind a little bit. This is almost 2 months ago since we invested in these coins. It's a $1,500 portfolio, which came from deep research from the Altcoin Buzz team. And really the entire focus of the research team was to find the strongest crypto narratives for the next bull run and then identify the leaders in those spaces, in those particular narratives. And that's pretty much it. That is why we selected the coins that we did select. And we have some variety here. We have some layer 1s like AVAX and Near. We have layer 2s in the form of Polygon and GMX as kind of a proxy for Arbitrum. We have market segment leaders like Chainlink, L-I-N-K, that's for oracles, Secret for privacy, and Algorand for issuance of CBDCs. And we have Atom for interoperability. And many on this list kind of fall into more than one of these categories. That's fair. MATIC is clearly a leading chain on its own as well, so that's another consideration. GMX is the leading DEX in all layer 2s, by the way, and Atom is the leading layer 0. And we can go on and we can go on, but let's see how they did. Our final list here, as you can see, consists of MATIC, AVAX, GMX, Atom, Near, Link, Secret, and ALGO. We're going to break down the winners and losers in a second, but if you echo our sentiments, if you're fans of any of these projects in particular, maybe they are part of your portfolio, be sure to let us know in the comments below. When looking at the winners and the losers here, we have to consider the context of the market, which overall has been pretty good since January. There's been some volatility, but overall it's been positive. And the truth is we don't know 100% if the bear market is over, or perhaps if this is just a bear market rally or a bull trap. We're just not sure. But one thing is certain, and that's the fact that conditions have improved. So much so, in fact, that all 8 of our selections are in the money. But of course, even though everything is positive, some did better than others. What we kind of care about the most is which ones will truly explode in the upcoming bull rally. Just before we revisit our most successful altcoin selections, let's, again for context, take a look at how Bitcoin performed in that same period of time. 2023 so far has been terrific for BTC. Granted, we started at some pretty abysmal numbers, but it's been up really for the last 2.5 months. We're up 43.44% since January, which is a huge return in the 10 weeks or so that we're looking at. Closer to 8 weeks if you trim out that first section where we were just flat for a while. So that's the benchmark we're considering, 43.44%. But the truth is that some of our picks did even better than that metric. Let's start out with our lowest return. Secret is only up 8.7% in 60 days, which on its own is a pretty good metric. It's a pretty good figure, 8.7% in traditional markets. But in crypto, that's not necessarily going to be a star performer. So it's kind of crazy that that's the lowest, 8.7%. Nothing to write home about, but still a pretty good return, very respectable. And look, clearly we would be happy with that return, especially when the fundamentals haven't changed at all, because we still like Secret as much as we did when we bought it. Next up is Algorand at 13.04%. Again, we have a good project with no change in fundamentals and a great return, just a little bit lower than the others, that's all. And then as far as the bottom half performers, the next 2 we have coming in here at 19 and 22%, just under Bitcoin's 43%, are Atom, ATOM, and Chainlink, respectively, 19 and 22%. Both gave us a great return, just a little bit less than Bitcoin, that's all. All right, moving on to the winners now. And this means that the other 4 coins did even better than the 44% mark ever since January. And our leader here sits at 81.74%. That is none other than GMX. And if you've been following the market and crypto Twitter recently, then this probably does not surprise you. All things right now Arbitrum are hot in essence, and anticipation of an airdrop, more transaction volume than Ethereum one day in late February, more great dApps, by the way, launching there almost daily. Really, you get the sense that it's a project firing on all cylinders. So again, kudos to GMX, up 81.74%. Then the last three all did between 50 and 53%. So pretty tight in those last 2 months, where Bitcoin did 43.44%. First at 50% is Near, and Ethereum's Shanghai update, of course, is benefiting Near. Why? Well, because all these updates of the merge, the purge, etc., all of these are preparing Ethereum for sharding as its major scaling solution. And Near, as you may know, does this already, so you don't have to wait. That in addition to a very healthy ecosystem and its Aurora EVM, and it has solutions to lots of blockchain scaling questions as well. And then moving right along, our last two are the two biggest projects on this list. Avalanche, that came up 51% in the last 2 months, and Polygon up 53%. Any of these returns on a big, solid project like this would be welcome at any time. The idea that these returns even beat Bitcoin when the entire market was increasing is awesome. Let me know, guys, if you share any of these selections in your portfolio. It's generally a good idea to track at least against Ethereum, if not Bitcoin. And like I said, this is kind of a sneak peek because we expect these projects to do even better in the months and the years ahead. We can't exactly predict when the next crypto bull market is going to hit, but that is imminent. It is inevitable. It'll come eventually. And when it does, these are going to continue to be great projects. They will go through the roof.